actually cut off that part of my head. It looks like I've been delivered by a stork. Any other questions?
How was your surgery?
I don't remember it. I remember it.
This is the blissful smile of a person who is set to spend 2 to 3 days watching 90 Day Fiancé and eating cottage cheese out of the container in bed. But they had no idea of what was to follow, which was nothing short of the worst consecutive string of bad luck they had experienced pretty much ever. So let me paint a picture for you. After a 2 to 3 day recovery from wisdom teeth surgery, I'd planned on doing 20 hours of highly productive work from home. Also, we had recently gotten a new place after a 2.5 month search around Sydney. But on the second day, I started to feel a little bit nauseous, and my chipmunk cheeks went from being adorable to cute, but it's getting a little bit difficult to swallow now and breathe.
My voice has gone funny. Do you think that's because I've been clearing my throat so much? That sounds weird.
Pretty much everything that I feared that would happen and most wanted to avoid happening has happened.
So a couple of days later, I realised that it was in fact the effective painkillers that were making me sick. After a checkup, the surgeon announced to me that I had an infection, which she proceeded to try and squeeze out of the hole in my face. I got put on a ton of antibiotics, but at least we'd moved into our new house so I could finally relax and just focus on healing.
At about 1 o'clock in the morning, I woke up. I heard this sound, and it sounded like it was coming from upstairs. And I stepped out into the hallway. I was sopping wet. I was like, F***. I grab Ash. I'm like, Ash, wake up. Ash wakes up, and Ash is like delirious.
Are you serious?
And eventually figures out how to like turn the mains water off. Then we spend the next 2 hours just trying to mop up this flood with towels and just rinsing out these towels. Yeah, and yesterday I just woke up and I just was like, just started sobbing. Sobbing because I wanted this to be over. I expected this to be over. I went to the surgeon today for a checkup. They're like, oh, you appear to have an infection trapped in your neck. Blech. And I also have something called trismus, which is effectively lockjaw. And I have to put these paddle pops in between my jaw every hour. Oh god, it's so sore. Still drinking soup. I'm so f***ing over it. I never want to have soup again in my life. And when Ash comes home, I'm probably going to sob because for now I've just gone a bit numb. Stupid gums. Body. I just got a call from the surgeon and I'm being admitted to hospital. I think I'm receiving some kind of intravenous antibiotics, and they're seeing if they can get that to bring the lump down on its own. And if that doesn't work, then I'm gonna just go straight into surgery from the hospital. So I don't want to go. What am I going to put in my day pack? I don't have any clean clothes.
So me and Ash drive 40 minutes to the hospital, and we get there dead on 7 o'clock, which is when admissions close. And we do all the paperwork, and the lady at reception says, 4-night stay initial fee will be $5,000. How would you like to pay for that? And we're both just like, what? In that moment, we realised that we had accidentally been sent to a private hospital, and that my surgeon had in fact forgotten that I don't have private health insurance. Fortunately, one of our family members is a nurse, and so they were able to advise us that we could go through a public hospital through the emergency department to get admitted. And so we did that. It took about 15 hours before I was admitted because unfortunately they were out of hospital beds. I ended up going on an IV drip and being fed a shit ton of antibiotics and steroids to try and shrink the mass rather than operating, which would have meant leaving a massive scar on my face. To my great relief, after a couple of days, the lump started to shrink. And I launched my new show, Meal Reveal, Hospital Edition. You have a guest for today's meal reveal? Oh God. It's better once the steam's been released because it just releases those top notes and starts to smell more like food. After a 5-day stay at hospital, I finally get to go home. Now, if you've made it this far, well done. But there is more, so let's just get this over and done with, shall we? After I'm discharged, I get an all-over body rash, get an outbreak of painful sores, the car decides to shit itself, the smoke alarm starts randomly going off in the middle of the night and pissing off the neighbours for no apparent reason. Then there's some other personal stuff I can't really mention. By this point, I'm trying to track back to the moment that I said or did something to piss off the angel of the bottomless pit, Satan himself, because I'm pretty sure he has taken up residence in my soul. In a way, I sort of started to feel like this whole shit show of a month was the universe's way of trying to close a chapter that had possibly began in October of last year when I first got out of lockdown. And I'd gone from doing nothing to basically going into overdrive, working a lot, obsessed with to-do lists, and that lasted for like 4 or 5 months and all came to a head with the wisdom teeth surgery and everything that followed. But yeah, you know, all I can say is it's 2021, and I guess the mantra of this year is expect the unexpected. Or prepare to get could be that. I hope you're doing okay and looking after yourself. I'll see you next time. Bye. Don't need to wave, you idiot.
Hi, I'm a sexy baby.